Stream dropped earlier. Not sure what's going on. We got the flex one hand recip. Still has 4 bars. We're going to go ahead and cut this 2x4. Tighten this clamp. We'll go ahead and change the blade out. The flex features a quick insert collet, so it's always ready to use. Pop that in there. Here we go. Going to adjust wood. We're going to readjust this for Milwaukee, give it the best chance. Just started messing with these. We're still going to go with a 3.0. I think I'm going to actually step it up to a Forge battery for the Milwaukee. We got a Forge stack lithium 6.0. Missed the blade. The Milwaukee does not have a quick insert, but it is a little bit older. Here we go. Here's the flex again. That blade is just a little bit warm there, as you would expect it to be. Man, it's not even close. The flex is just faster, which is not all about speed. So when I run my power tools, I don't really care which one's faster. But if you got a hot blade like this, or it's really twisted up, you can just pop it out like this, and then you can grab another one pretty easily and pop it back in, and it stays open. So we'll take a metal cutting blade, we'll do the flex right here. And then we'll take the Milwaukee. I'm not hollow, so I can keep things from falling off this table. Super glue. See what the chat says. What's up, BWs? And we are back, Joshua. What's going on? Yeah, the other test video, I don't know what happened to it, man. It just decided that it didn't want to be a test video anymore. Try the Milwaukee again. That's with the 3.5. That's with the stick. 6, they're both stacked. Let's see what the other tools are doing. Now we ran some lags in here, so we're going to cut up to about here first with the flex, so you can see how fast it goes through a 4x4. Let's do the Milwaukee recip one more time because that was really smooth. Now we are down 1 bar. That's what we got. 3 bars with a, that's not the right screw. We want one of these. Of course that's going to split. Here we go. We take the flex, with the 3.5, I'll do it again because we didn't sink it all the way. There we go. See if we can get the Milwaukee right here. Nope. There you go. So right now, I got a video ready to drop on impacts and quick inserts and what makes a difference, especially as an electrician. What you want, you can see one hand here, we can pop this off, and one hand we can put this on pretty easily. With other impacts that don't have quick inserts, that's a different story because you have to lift this collet up here first and then get your bit in there. So especially if you're doing panel covers and stuff, it makes a big difference. Damn, that's close. What's going on? Let's see. Let's see what everyone's up to. All right. What happened to the American Dream? He got busy. We're fixing to get off here anyway. It does even leak acid. The stack lithium doesn't. If you order now, we'll send you 2 zombie shields. Just pay the extra shipping. Milwaukee is something else, yeah. Run the 860. I don't have an 860. I'm excited about it though, man. The 860 is gonna be amazing, and the reason is because the ergonomics. So for me, I don't really care about the speed or how fast something can drive or how much power. I like the features. So when I look at this, I hate the belt clip on this. If you look at the Dewalts, the belt clip on every one of them is way better on the Dewalt. Does anyone make a quick insert adapter? Yeah, they do. But it adds length to your drill and it's or impact depending on what you're using. The Dewalt that I was using earlier has a quick insert adapter. So these are quick insert adapters. And you just pop them in. So if I stick this here like this, you can see where. And these are decent. These are some of my go-tos. And the magnet's really good. You can see where it popped out, so we should be able to one-handed with the camera. See where you can pop that out. But these are very magnetic. So if you were to pop this in, you can dig in your screws. You can see how magnetic those are. Some of my favorites. The Wheel Terminator is subpar. It's okay. I like the Dewalt. It's easier to find. The Dewalts have better magnet. They've been around longer, and I've used them a lot longer, so I'm more comfortable with the Dewalts for sure. Yeah. This was one of my favorites. And then Joshua sent me a triple hammer. And it's very similar to a Surge. So if you don't know what the Surge is, it's hydraulic. And it's really smooth. And you get kind of smooth delivery and power throughout the whole drive. The Metabo triple hammer is a lot like the Surges without being hydraulic. But this thing is heavy. Do you guys know how heavy this is for a little 12-volt tool? It's very heavy, and then you're stuck with the stupid design with the battery. And really, it's just not that good of a feeling tool. Did you fix your warranty? No, I don't. Man, I don't warranty hardly anything. I might send this in, but I'll probably just try to fix it myself on a live stream. I haven't had a very good track record with Milwaukee. I haven't had a good experience really with any Milwaukee tool. They all break. I've burnt up a couple of Dewalts, but they always seem to stay working. I've had really bad luck with the collet on the Milwaukee recip saw, the single hand. I've had extremely bad luck with all the electronics on pretty much every Milwaukee I've ever had. But I wanted to try this out. I like the idea of the Surge, but it's really heavy. Like if I put this on a scale, you would see how heavy this is. It's not a really good everyday carry kind of impact. It's small and it's compact and all that, but let me show you how heavy this is. Right now, my favorite driver right now is the 12-volt Dewalt. by itself, bare tool. You're looking at 2 pounds for the whole tool. The whole driver with the battery is 2 pounds, 12 ounces. So when you have a small tool like this, it feels like a weight in your hand because it's just all right here. These impacts by themselves that are 18 volt with the bigger motor weigh the same as this tiny tool. And the off-centerness, the center of gravity on this is not great. I still really, really like this impact, but the fact that the spring is on the outside kind of makes me think twice about it, because I've never had a spring come off on anything else. And it happened to happen to yet another freaking Milwaukee. So we were able to successfully take this thing apart and get the bit that we broke out of it. And if I can get this back together, it's a pretty simple built tool when you stop and think about it. You need your tools to be armor plated with triple backup electronics. That's the good thing about this channel, man. We are so rough on our tools that if I can't break it, it's probably not breakable. I think we can all agree with that. So what fails on these isn't the electronics or the motor. They'll run forever. It's this collet here. And I've heard a lot of reports of this. It just kind of gets stuck where this doesn't want to open up all the way. And you wind up having to get your channel locks to open this. And it's happened to my 18 volt and it's happened to my 12 volt. And this is really good for plumbers. So they're going to be cutting, you know, pipes and stuff. So if this thing can't handle water, it's kind of a problem. I'm sure it can happen with this one, but the fact that it stays open, kind of like the Makita 18 volt does, where it's just always ready to accept a blade, is like a really, really nice feature. Kyle Powers really likes his heart drill. Is it tiny like a little 12 volt? Man, right now I'm looking for the best 12 volt driver that I can find. Because the Dewalt is really nice. Yeah, all's left. He'll be back. Tools of Souls. He had to go for a little bit. The stream dropped. Skill or Dewalt? Man, have you tried the new Skill? The new one with the ring light on it that's, you know what I'm talking about. The newest one, the newest Impact is really, really nice. I know, Juan, I agree. I believe Ridge is the best value for the money tool line. Yeah, probably. I went into this thinking that the Rigid was going to stomp everything. And it just didn't happen. And I thought it was just going to dominate like everything. So I played with it with the, you know, 1.5 inch like screws and stuff, but I wanted to run it with the Flex and the Milwaukee, and I figured it was going to be keeping up, but it just didn't. Milwaukee is my go-to, hands down, and absolutely they are expensive. I can tell you this, right? If I went back to construction the way that I was, and I had to pick a brand of tool to use after being in the same company for 10 years and building hospitals and water treatment plants and industrial and just everything, right? if I had to do it all again and flex was out, I would probably still go with Milwaukee because I'd be making so much money that it wouldn't even matter if the tool broke. For consistency, they're just always gonna kind of be there. I guess the batteries. For me, it's always been about the batteries. The old 12-volt skills on clearance for $20. The old 12-volt skills okay, as long as it's brushed. That kit, I got that kit for $100 around Christmas, like 2 years ago, and it was a really nice kit. The 4-tool kit of skill for $69. It's a really good kit. The brushless oscillating tool for skill is just as good as the non-brushless from Milwaukee, which, I mean, of course it is because it's brushless versus brushed. But one's 12 volt and one's 18. So I was pretty impressed to see that the skill was actually an upgrade from even that, because I wasn't expecting much from that skill kit. Yeah, exactly. The OMT is awesome, dude. I agree. I'm a plumber. That's the skill in the trade, and it's going 20 years now, and Milwaukee has been great to me. Yeah. Yeah, that's been a really, really reliable platform for sure. The 2-tool 29 here, skill 12 volt. Nice. The ring light should be in all the tools. Yeah, the ring light on the skill is like what makes it, you know, everyone want to get it. It's really good. I like the ring light a lot. But the 12-volt skill has a really good feel to it. The ergonomics are like sweet. Except when it has full steel. Yeah, exactly. But no, if I had to do it again, I would still say Milwaukee. If someone said, hey, what should I buy? Definitely Milwaukee. Now, if someone was experienced and they knew what they liked in power tools, and they were like a, you know, enthusiast for tools like I was, and they wanted to just enjoy all the tools while they used them, honestly, I would say go DeWalt, because DeWalt's got the smallest batteries that, sorry, my dog won't stop coughing. My dog is old, and he's just going to cough for an hour, so I don't feel like listening to it. Let me grab this DeWalt for you guys so you can see how small the batteries are. Hang on. I'm going to go outside. Hang on. I got one DeWalt. I got to grab the other one. Hang on. What's up? Hang on, I wasn't sure what you guys would see. Okay, we got the DeWalt. Hang on. So I got to show you this because it's really nice. You remember when we weighed all the tools? This right now is my favorite, like my favorite, this DeWalt right here. It's just a driver. It doesn't impact. It has the smallest, lightest batteries on the market. right? Check this out. Battery and tool, you're looking at 2 pounds, right? Just the tool, you're looking at 2 pounds. With the battery, 2.0, not even a, what do you call it? High output. 2.6. And if you look at the footprint on it, you can see how much shorter the Dewalt is, right? So it's that much lighter. But this has the best belt clip on the market. And I don't say that lightly. Like, this is the best belt clip. It's so deep. You can hang it on a panel. We can bounce it. And if you guys are new to this channel and you're worried about my tools, I do this for you guys to see what would happen. The tool falls, the tool falls. So don't worry about me not caring about my tools. I do care about my tools, but I care more about the truth for you guys. So you got your belt clip here. I'm gonna put it on my pants here. We can kind of jump up and down. I wish you could see how high we're jumping on this thing. There. Let's see. Yeah. Right. You lean it against my recip saw. Right here. Oh, there it goes. But the Milwaukee, man, and all these other belt clips, we're dropping everything tonight. They tear up your pockets. These do it less. I can't even get it in my... Is it in there? There we go. Now it's in there. See how it's like a really tight area? See how it's tearing up your pants? Now it's like kind of stuck. Like, look at this. Let me open it up a little bit more. Just a little bit. Let me put it back on my pants. Video is breaking. There we go. You can see that tight spot that's held right there. The Dewalt's real wide. And it just sits better. But watch how powerful this is. So it's got the quick insert collet. And then we can take a really large screw. I'll tell you right now, man, if I went back into the field, I don't even know if I'd buy an impact. Oops. Because that's a really big screw. So as an electrician that's doing this stuff like all day and this stuff all day, because everything is pretty much already threaded for you, this thing's awesome. And this isn't up against your hip or whatever. This part's not against your body. It's the thinner, lighter part. So it just kind of hangs there versus being stuck up here like this. But yeah, so that's the 12 volt, right? Took this thing to Branson with me, man. This thing is awesome. That's a 20-volt battery. So, if we take a 20-volt battery, we got 11 ounces? Yeah, we didn't even make a pound. We got 11 ounces. No, it's Tactics, man. What's up, Sayer? I changed my channel name. Long story short, see how light the Dewalts are, man? They're so good. So you get the two lightest tools. But this on a 20 is so good, man. Look at that. It's a 20-volt battery. So this is a 1.7. This is a 2.0. And then you get the ergonomics of Dewalt. I would say go Metabo, but they don't have a quick insert collet. And I got a video coming out about that very soon. Cool name, buddy. Glad to catch your stream. How much is Romex down there? Up here it's gold. Yeah. Everything's getting expensive, man. For sure. I'm trying to think how much Romex is. That's a good question. Well, dude, Sayer, I don't think I've seen you since I moved to this house. It's the last time I saw you, probably. Metabo, I love my green tools. Batteries are cheap and warranty is great. Yeah, man. I wish they had a quick insert. Like, so bad. You have no idea how bad I want to do this to a Metabo. I think Romex is like, I can't even remember. I'd have to look. I'd have to just go on Home Depot. It's been a minute about Romex. Not as bad as it was like a year ago, I can tell you that. But yeah, everything's getting expensive, man. We were looking up copper prices for 500 versus aluminum. And it's like insane. It's like 4 times as much. I'm trying to start my computer, but it messed up. Here we go. What's a good price for Romex for a homeowner? Man, sometimes Home Depot's got the best price because they sell more of it. The question is, do you want to wait an hour and a half for someone to unlock the cage? 250 feet is $140 for number 12. So it's up a little bit. It was a little bit cheaper last time I looked. Yeah, $139 for 250 feet of copper, number 12 Romex. I don't look stressed out anymore. Dude, I didn't know I was dying. Like, I knew that I was feeling bad, and I knew that I hurt 24/7. And I knew that, you know, I was always tired. And I was definitely stressed out. But I didn't know how bad I was until I went back and looked at previous pictures of myself. I was down like almost 50 pounds. Have I got any tools to perform an exorcism? I got a crucifix somewhere, man. What do you need? Ready to come over there and perform an exorcism over there? Do you need one? Yeah, learning with Juan can help you out. Well, you look good, man. I appreciate that. It's been crazy, dude. The last time I think I saw you, you were live with me on stream, and we were figuring out if we're gonna keep or sell the house. And man, we ended up having to sell that freaking house for like $100,000 under. And I took all of my tools with me. I didn't know this, but my tools were contaminated. Do not cross the streams. Yeah. And I recontaminated this house a little bit, just a little bit, with my old tools. So I've had to throw away everything, dude. Everything is trash. What size do you need for outlets and or ceiling lights? Do you know what reverse exorcism is? A Ouija board? I don't know. Uh, what size do you need for outlets and for ceiling lights? You should do number 12, man. Because you could possibly wind up with a 20 amp breaker on your circuit at some point. So, what did he say, Juan? It's when, oh, no, Juan, why'd you time him out? Hey, that was a legitimate joke. That could have been a legitimate joke. Yeah, no, I saw it, but that's a real world thing, man. That's kind of like one when the church was burning down, right? And all the nuns are like, "We got to get the children out of here," and one of the priests was like, "Ah, screw the children," and then one of the other priests was like, "Oh, do you think we have time?" Sorry, man, I had to. Oh, so bad. All right. Did you see the tech video where the Sparky asked when did her son's house burn down, and when she said, "How'd you know that?" Yeah, poor Q. So bad. Oh, so bad. That was a good one. One time that dude out. That was one of my future subscribers. Oh man. Juan's gonna text me, be like, that joke wasn't funny. Tactics, I know that happened, but it's not funny. But I get it. That's what happened when some played dumb. Yeah. For 10 seconds only. Okay. I appreciate it, man. At least you gave him a warning. Man, Juan's a good moderator, dude. We got some good mods in here. We got a good community. We got good jokes, so I appreciate it. It's Juan the rude guy. No, man, Juan is cool. Juan is cool. Juan has been here since like the beginning, man. John's Xterra. Nice. I let the joke slide. Josh. The one and only Nicole. What's going on? What's going on? Big nose for my big glasses, man. I gotta hold them up. How else are they gonna stay on my face? Come on. Chris Owen. How are the little ones and the tool destroyer? Get a good toy. That was a great stream. So what did we get her? We got her I can't remember what we bought her. With the money you gave me, we bought her something, but I had to throw it away. Like Sayer, man, we had to throw everything away, dude. I had to take $220,000 of equity and rebuy everything with that equity. And then now we got a mortgage that's like triple. But we're alive. Also had to buy new cars. Mike didn't catch your medical stuff. Do I have lead poisoning? It says Mike, but I'm Robert. It says Mike. I don't know. JN. Yeah, man. I would have rather have had lead poisoning. I had mycotoxin poisoning, which is I don't know, problematic to say the least. When I went to get tested, my doctor, I was telling him, I was like, man, I think I've got mycotoxin poisoning. And he was like, oh, no, it's probably not that bad, you know. And I was telling him, no, I think it's bad. So he gives me the test, which was like $500 for this one test. And kids are here now. And then when I come back like 2 weeks later, he's all trying to break the news to me, like trying to like subtly tell me that I've got like severe mycotoxin poisoning. And I'm like, yeah, man, I know. And he was like, no, you don't understand how bad it is. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because that's how I feel, you know, like I'm dying over here. James Romby, we had the words mechanics in Norway. Dang. I was in your last 3 months, but you was doing more audio type stuff. I like more real workshop type stuff, like what you were showing earlier. I appreciate that, 4Q. Try to educate these electricians out here, man. I'm an electrical inspector, and I made the channel to try to get more younger people into the trades and try to educate, you know, what's going on, what are the avenues to become more involved in the trades. And I started using tools to do it. And then also, because I worked for a city, I didn't want to put electrical in my name. So we kept it tools and tactics. But now it's been 3 years. We got 32,000 subs. And I started doing more electrical content. And also the city found out that I was, have a YouTube channel. So it doesn't matter. So we put electrical connection in my name because I may as well at this point. And that's how that started. I watch tool comparisons, never buy any. Nice. Yeah, Rodney. What causes mycotoxin poisoning? Mold. You get two molds in the same area, and they're trying to destroy each other, and they put off these mycotoxins like chemical warfare against each other, and then we're in the crossfire, and yeah, I got really sick. Yeah, man, the type that I had, I actually met somebody today that was a home inspector, and we were talking about it a little bit. He was pretty intrigued by all the stuff. I showed him all my test results, and it was a good time. Yeah, exactly, Josh. The type of toxins I had, like, they don't go away. I've still got toxins and stuff around here. Yeah, man, we had mold in the house. Somebody put shingles in our attic, or there was a roof before, and then they put a roof over a roof. And we didn't know there was shingles in the attic, so it was collecting water. Well, glad you got out of it when you did. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. It was a bad deal. It was a really bad deal because we had to throw everything away. Like, everything is new. I've almost rebought everything, but I still find things that I don't have. Like, for example, well, I thought they were right here. I had a pair of Knipex. Must be over here. Don't even know where they went. I've only got like one pair of channel locks instead of two. So I haven't bought like all my stuff, but I'm starting to feel better to where I can start doing side jobs again. So I've got, my tools kind of set up to where I can start doing side jobs. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I've only got one pair of these, but I know the second that go to a side job that I'm gonna have to go down the road and go buy a pair of these on my way to that job. So I can't buy everything at the same time. I just don't have enough money. There's no way I can rebuy everything all at the same time. Can't run pipe without the locks, yeah. You couldn't disinfect the tools, you had to throw them out. Dude, I couldn't disinfect glass dishes. I couldn't disinfect freaking silverware. I've still got mugs in the house that make me get dizzy. I got Pokemon cards outside that's my daughter's in a Ziploc bag right now that I'm going to give to Kansas. That messed me up for a day and a half when I opened the bag. I threw away about $30,000 at clothes. I had a 2011 Tundra with 80,000 miles on it. It was a 5.7 I-Force with a Flowmaster front to back. And it was like fully set up. And I had to sell that. Yes. When I do inspections, it triggers the mold. Sometimes I go in a house because I do a lot of what they call burnouts, where you go into a house and the house is burned down. You're trying to determine what inspections need to be done, or you might just go to like remodels or whatever I'm going to, and yeah, I'll be trying to do the inspection. I'll just be like dying the whole time I'm doing the inspection. And then I'll be messed up for like 2 to 3 hours after my throat still burns once I get home, just from being in that house for 30 minutes. So I literally do 8 hours of inspecting, right? And I'll spend 30 minutes in that one house out of the 8 hours that I worked. And then I'll go home and my throat will still hurt. Don't let this communist mislead you. He is currently edging full throttle this man. Man is a look maxer from the waist down. What's up, Tom? Yeah, man, it's been crazy, dude. I can't even begin to tell you how crazy this all is. It still blows my mind about how this stuff works, even though I've been running from it for almost, I don't know, 9 months now, maybe 8 months since we left the old house and got out. Don't time him out, man. That's a great comment. What's wrong with that comment? So anyway, I'm trying to think what I've still got. Like I've got all these tools here. All these tools are still contaminated. Hang on. Why is the light off? Okay. So I've got, like, probably opening this isn't good, but see all that dust? Like, not that dust, but you see that dust? Like the weird dust on the metal? See how it's like stuck to the metal in like the weirdest way? Like the weird dust is the mycotoxins. Like look at this planer, and then look at the handles and look at the dust. See how like the dust is weird, right? See how it's like, it's almost like stuck on the tools. Or take this battery, for example. Now look, here's some. I bought these in the apartment once. So before I moved houses, we were in an apartment for a little bit, and I bought this. And you can even see the dust that was in the new apartment air. See, look, see how it's on that metal? Like, dust just doesn't get on metal, man. Like, see how it's like on there? I know you see that. So like even the apartment air got contaminated. Like my hands now have a weird kind of, see the dust on my hands? I can't get it off. See it on there? Like look, I can wipe it. And it's probably still there. And it's like a moist kind of feeling to it. Like it's not dry dust. Yeah, you can't clean this stuff. I just gotta throw it all out. Like all of it. Like even this flex flashlight. Like in the crevices where you wouldn't expect there to be dust. There's like still dust. Like even on the trigger where you squeeze it where there shouldn't be dust. It's just there everywhere. It's even on like my network modems. Even on the Aero part. It's like microscopic spores. And now I gotta go wash my hand. If not, I'll warranty it. Hang on. So I just gave my neighbor my her little mini pruner saw. Yeah, there's no way to clean them, man. I'm just screwed. What happens to allows? Do they rework it or demo it? So what they did to that house was nothing. The dude told me that they were going to level it, and then they didn't. So I don't know. That's what he told me. I told him everything. I gave him full disclosure. I told him that I got sick, and I took you out. I reported you. Okay, thank you, sir. He was supposed to sell the house. I mean, to demo the house, and they didn't demo it. They just they kept it. But I don't know. I guess someone will get sick in there, or maybe they won't. I don't know. I have no idea. I think I cleaned the mold, all of it, but all the mycotoxins are still there. So I don't know. Probably not good. Did you smell the mold in the house? So I had COVID before, so I was really sick, and I didn't have a sense of smell. So no, I couldn't smell it. We'll see you later, Sarah. Appreciate it. Making reports in Tangus. All right, appreciate it. Just in 3D sounds shady. Yeah, it is shady, man. He was supposed to demo the house, and they didn't. So, I don't know. It can't be my problem anymore. I sold it as is. With all the disclosures. So, they probably should have demoed the house. Like, I know they should have. I'd be looking for the roofer. I think it was done by somebody in like the freaking 80s. This is Google's TikTok control hangout. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt an actual roofer roofed over that because you can't even. I don't know. It was just a bad deal, man. It's all on my live streams. They might be members only. I don't know. But I got all the live streams of me demoing all the stuff and going through and trying to figure out what was going on. So shingles under metal roof is bad. Only if you have a leak. Because Jake the Snake, what's up? if you have a leak, you're not going to know that you have one. So if you have a roof above a roof and the first roof is leaking, the second roof is going to catch all the water. And then stuff's going to grow in the attic. If you don't have a leak, then 2 roofs is probably good because you can't get wet. But if you don't know you have a second roof, that's also bad, which is my case. Like, I didn't know. So I had a guy come in, and at this point I was so sick, man. It's all history now. Yeah. Time to set forward, to set your horizons. Dude, it's still not history though, because my throat still hurts. Like, I can't even be in my car with the circulation on without my throat hurting. I can't hardly do anything with my throat. I can't go anywhere without my throat hurting. So it's far from over. We're getting better though. Cedar, shake shingles, need to breathe. Yeah. Yeah, I had a tree. Yeah. But no, we had this guy come down. He cut like 18 inches up on the wall all the way around, and then he hauled it off, and that was like $1,000. But we didn't really find anything. So then I had him come back the next week and cut more, and he cut the exterior wall out, just a sheetrock, and then hauled it all off, and that was another $1,000. And then I had him cut more walls up and a little bit of the ceiling, and that was another $1,000. And then that's when we found that we had plywood above the sheetrock. And then that's when we found out that we had shingles above the roof. Or below the roof. No, dude, I didn't do any breathing treatments. I would have made too much sense. The hyperbaric oxygen chamber was going to be about $15,000 for the treatment that I needed. I don't know, man. It's an expensive test. Maybe. I need to. I'm supposed to. You're allowed to have 2 layers of shingles? Yeah. You just can't have 2 roofs. Like I had 2 attic, like I had an attic space that was waterproof. That's what was bad. 2 roofs is okay. Exactly what BW said. You can have that. Get a nebulizer, yeah. That's probably a good idea. The only thing that doesn't really bother me is like wood dust. Wood dust and pledge. That multi-surface pledge, it doesn't bother me. Everything else bothers me. So, anyway. Well, that's all I got, man. I was really hoping for the rigid to be awesome. And it was okay. If you look at the grip, you can see where my hands don't quite reach the palm, being this portion here. So if you look at the grip and the contour, you can kind of see where it's a little bit wide. And I've got, I mean, not the smallest hands. You can see here where this is that much closer. And my thumb is kind of over the knuckle there. You can see where the Milwaukee grabs a little bit better, even than the rigid. You can see the gap there on the Makita. You can see how it's more open on the rigid. So the handle is more wide here, skinnier there. Skinny down here. It's different than the Milwaukee. You can see where it stays wider throughout here. And this kind of contours down there. This is less pronounced. This kind of cuts in a little bit more. This definitely feels better, but it's not anywhere like Dewalt or Metabo. Even the flex gets a little bit closer. It's a bigger tool, it's a heavier tool, but it gets a little bit closer. For me, I don't really like the feel of the rigids. And then I thought this thing was gonna stomp, dude. Like, I thought this thing was really, really going to destroy everything on the table. But it didn't. It's good on larger fasteners, but when are you running larger fasteners? It is a reconditioned. So I got this from Direct Tool at their store. But I don't know. I expected this to be like freaking amazing. Yeah, I don't know which one I like more. They're very similar. I gotta get this battery off. Actually, no, that is a smaller battery. It's not very good balanced. Rigid definitely feels lighter. What's that diligent, Dave? 1 pound, 3.4 ounces. Hang on, I got a negative going on there. 1 pound, 10 ounces. 1 pound, 3.4. It definitely does not lean like the Milwaukee does. I don't like the grips on any of this stuff. If you grab a Metabo, so this does feel better. There's something going on in here. If you like Milwaukee, you like Milwaukee, but there's better ergonomics out there. Like there just is. Even the Flex has better ergonomics than the Milwaukee. The Makita is almost too small. Like that's too close, right? The Metabo has some of the best ergonomics where it's kind of rounded here. You can see it right there, more defined. And it kind of fills that space right here in your palm real nicely. But then it also has a bump out kind of in the front too. So your fingers kind of naturally wrap around it. And then it's skinny down here where your pinky's small. It's even kind of contoured in there. Like this thing almost has finger grooves. This is terrible. It's really thick here. It's thin in the middle, which is like it's saving grace here. But once you start getting into the Metabos, and then you try to go back to the Milwaukee, it's really hard because the ergonomics on the Metabos are so good. This makes me miss my Dewalt more and more. Fantastic drivers though. But I was expecting, yeah, this does not feel... I said this in the store, I didn't really like the way that it... I don't know. You just have to get a Metabo to see what I'm talking about. If you grab a Metabo, and then you try to grab anything else after that, everything else is trash. Mediocrity, I think it's delicate. He's allergic to it, if you would say, yeah. Best thing to research metal roof insulation on several sources. I go with the best of a combination of information. I learn on YouTube, watch multiple videos, and pick the best info. Heard ozone machines kill mold. So, yeah, they kill mold, but they don't kill mycotoxins. And then your ozone machine takes that fan, and then it stores those mycotoxins and just pushes them around the house more. So if you look up, you need the max output battery. See, this is where I disagree, because for YouTube, sure. For videos, sure. I'm not going to be caught dead running a 6.0 on an impact. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't even make sense. It's just too big. It's too bulky. For what I'm doing, I can't justify it. If I was running fasteners all day, I don't even know if I'd use an impact, because I would probably be using just a driver to zip screws in. So if I was doing like, timber framing or something, and maybe I was actually driving something maybe this big, maybe. But all these tools just kind of fit the gap for somebody that's already in the line of tools. For me, I'm not going to run an impact that's compact and then put a battery on it that's the size of the tool. It just doesn't make sense to me. Any way you dice it. You ready to hang out?
Caitlin's finishing.
Okay, so the ridge will dominate the Metabo. Joshua and I have already proven it. That's the one thing we didn't run, was the Metabo tonight. But yeah, if the max output is lighter and smaller, sure. But as long as these guys exist, and nobody's even tried to make anything as small as this, as long as this thing's around for a 2.0 battery that outputs like a... Wait, that can't be right. That's way too light. Oh. Well, damn. That is very light, guys. 4 freaking ounces. That's really light. Like, I don't know if you guys understand how light that is. Here's a 2.0 rigid battery, which is fairly light as well. 4 ounces is ridiculous, man. I just built a fence using my triple hammer 2.0 bats all day. I had to swap twice, but oh well. Yeah, exactly. I keep the m18 1.5 amp and the 3 and 2 5s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Jonathan, exactly. This is what I've been trying to tell Tools of Souls. See, if this battery wasn't contaminated, I'd use it. But this is why I still have this battery. So I can show you. That's a 1.5. It's a very used 1.5. But you can see how small it is. So if we take... And the battery's stuck. If we take this battery here, you can start to appreciate why the smaller batteries are a little bit better. Uh, 4 ounce, I eat bigger steaks. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure how to reply directly, but yeah, think you got to be out of the house with the ozone treatment. Yeah. Yeah, you do. I've tried to ozone my cars. We're so far beyond being able to ozone treatment anything, man. I've already moved. I already recontaminated the house with my old stuff. And then I had to rebuy new stuff. So we're so far beyond trying to clean this stuff, it just can't be cleaned. I think so too, Joshua, man. The 850 seems to be one of the most solid. It's a little bit thick, but I like that it fits just about in any tool pouch. Just turn it upside down and pop it in your tool pouch. And it's great. I'm probably going to buy another 850 soon or something. I'm going to get the 860. I don't know what I'm going to do. First, I think I might even get the 12 volt. What's up, Alvaro? How's it going? I use my 787 for a lot of stuff. Nice. I gotta get though. So, no, Josh, see, I want to do that, man, but I can't do it. I can't do it because I've got this one. And first off, the grip isn't where the battery is. So it's like great. I really like before I reach into the back of the cabinet that I can look up and I can see which one's lit for whether I'm in drive or reverse. I like that I can lock it out by holding this button and nothing happens, right? But the best part about this is that it doesn't have any buttons on the side, which a lot of people complain about having to push these buttons. But once you get used to this thing, if you grab this with your left hand, you wind up pushing these buttons as you go into the back of a cabinet, or you bump this button. So a lot of the times, if you're going to the back of a cabinet and you're using like one of these crazy heads on here, like this, and you're already in like an awkward situation where you've got your left hand and you're trying to push pressure with your right hand, trying to stabilize and do all that, you wind up bumping these buttons on the side of your power tools and then getting into like a weird lockout mode where you can't even pull the trigger. And that's something that doesn't happen with this tool because it doesn't have buttons on the side. So a lot of people on YouTube, they complain about this because it doesn't have the buttons. But dude, this thing is so good, man. And then it's got the magnet on the front. So the magnet on the front is another really good reason why you want this tool. But I would buy the multi-driver from Dewalt, but I'm just too satisfied with the regular driver. The regular driver is going to be lighter, and I've got this Milwaukee. I'm OCD on tools? Yeah, I know. This one's really good, though. It's the small things, man. Once you've used tools for so long, it doesn't take long just to pick something up and know what's good and bad about it just from doing a couple of tasks with it. We'll see you later, Alvaro. All right. We're going to get. So, appreciate all the support. Thanks for dropping by. See you guys later.